It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Desperados and the Bisons. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Desperados of Salt Lake City taking on the Bisons of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, we look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
In motion right is Mingo. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He completes this one to Mingo. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Play action. Now Richardson. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Richardson working from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Richardson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bisons are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Rodgers. Out route pass complete to Goddard. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. (7-7) our score after 1. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option left side. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this one out quickly to James. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. There's the stiff arm. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw this. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Richardson to the air on first down. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin the drive with Robinson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Man in motion left, Mingo. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Desperados are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Here's 3rd and 6. Richardson looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Relocated. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before the half. Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's Richie James on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He stiff arms it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Man in motion left, Mingo. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Hopkins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is in for a touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. Open man right side is St. Brown. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Pass interference. Defense. No.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Robinson.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Rodgers.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Desperados are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Richardson to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Richardson.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Richardson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
Oh, able to avoid him. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Steps away to his left.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Richardson. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First and 10, it's Richardson. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Complete right side to Hyatt. First target, first catch, and a first down. Richardson looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bisons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Robinson up the middle to about the 35, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
But all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, a little under 1:50 remaining. Richardson needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Richardson to throw it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Here's Richardson. Complete. Pollard. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to give the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Salt Lake City, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.